feeling good.
Oh, that's there, Rocco. What you fucking doing, lad?
Good.
Did you like my voice notes this morning then?
No, they were...
Creepy.
It was too early. It was too early for me.
Yeah. Why?
Both wearing hats today.
I've always wear a hat. You've had a hat on... Oh, no. This is the first time. Why?
Because my hair's a mess.
You know, he hasn't been in the shower and done his
My hair's a
hair.
mess. My hair's a mess. Guess how often I get my hair cut?
Fucking every fucking 12 weeks or something. Right.
3.
3 weeks, really?
Every 3 weeks.
I wish I had hair.
Mate, my hair is so
Like,
thick.
I wish.
I spoke to someone today. I get length cut off and then thinning scissors. They have to put thinning scissors in there because it's so thick.
Love that.
Yeah.
Love that. Anyway, welcome to episode 4, baby. Hopefully you've enjoyed the last 3.
This is nice because this is the first one since it's been released.
Yes.
So we've heard feedback.
We've heard feedback, and I've also just looked at the stats for episode 2 that went out on Friday. And we went episode 1, episode 2.
Have we? Have we?
Yeah. We had 150 plays on episode 1, and we've had, drum roll.
It's 27.
Drum roll. 41.
But we didn't do it.
We don't do it for the views, but we're just doing it for the crack. So we have
views.
For the views. Well, people are watching it. They have. The people that have spoke to me and said, "Oh, see number 2." They were like, "I watched it." I was like, "Oh, interesting."
Yeah, I watched it and I didn't realise I could.
No, I didn't realise it was going to be watchable on Spotify. I didn't even know that was a thing. So
it's cool,
I just uploaded it and people have been watching it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're long though. The episodes are long. That's feedback I'm getting.
They're too long.
They're long.
Really?
People see the time and think,
fuck, I ain't going to listen to them two fucking idiots for an hour and 25. We do try and keep it to a bare minimum.
We chat a lot.
But yeah, okay, well, we've been going for 3 minutes already, so let's wrap it up for them then. Let's do it in 5.
Your editing needs to be better.
Well, I can cut them down, but it's just there's just too much good content.
I'm not arguing with you live.
Explain.
Is that my one?
Explain to the people why we've got lager.
If I got to pull my own.
Yep. Why have we got lager in a Guinness glass, Rocco?
Because you sent me a voice note saying, "Right, Shaggy, how's it going? Right, mate.
It was,
I'm from
lad.
From Essex, you know. Are you from
How
Essex?
you doing? No, I'm not from Essex. Do I sound like I'm from Essex? Jesus.
Where are you from?
Buckinghamshire.
Oh,
I'm from Buckinghamshire.
Yeah, I thought you
I'm from Buckinghamshire,
baby.
baby.
From I don't know.
I ain't from Essex. I was in Essex. Funny story. I was in Essex working for 2 nights, thinking, right, I booked myself a nice hotel, had a sauna, pool, going to get a cracking night's sleep. 1 o'clock in the morning, fire alarm goes off. 45 minutes stood outside waiting for the fire brigade before they let us back in.
Where at?
Hotel in Essex.
Just you? Working?
Yeah, baby.
Just
phones on silent, please.
Sean
trying
Jenkins
to record,
just sent me a reel.
Trying to record a podcast here, so
it'll be offensive.
Yeah, 4 minutes in and we've just spoke about nothing, so we better hurry this up. That is terrible, Paul. So,
yeah. So I got a voice note from Craig saying, "What, mate? How's it going?
What?
I've been to a local roaster, so we'll have some of this new coffee, and then we'll have a Guinness afterwards." I was like, "Sweet, yes, see you there." Presuming that you got the coffee and the Guinness.
I got the coffee, but I didn't get the Guinness.
Literally, I think
the Guinness was you because you do nothing. So you was like, "I'll bring the Guinness."
But I fucked that.
And then you fucked that, and you're also late. Again. But we'll take that. It's fine. Yeah. I'm not counting.
So let's go back to the feedback.
Let's go back to the feedback. What have you heard?
I only hear criticism, really. No, but I get I've had a lot of positive vibes. I say vibes too much.
Oh, is that what they said?
No, it's just an insecurity of mine.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, so quite long. We need maybe a subject.
Yeah.
And maybe stick to it. Because apparently some things we talk about are really interesting.
Like?
That we've talked about
what?
Previously.
Are they? Maybe we should put a poll out and maybe we can get a vibe on what actually they found interesting. Because,
well, like just to say, we start talking about cold water swimming.
Oh,
and then we go boom straight on to something else because you easily get distracted. Or we talk about boxing and then we'll start talking about boxing and then you'll get sidetracked and we'll start talking about that. The bread and butter pudding story.
Shocking.
I don't know. I quite liked it. Hearing it the second time,
terrible.
It was more fulfilling the second time round.
I was just telling the people about my story.
I've learned a lot about bread and butter pudding.
Yeah, good. I hope you have. Are you ever going to try making it?
Never make it.
Oh.
Literally.
You going to buy it?
Yeah.
Right, let's get off it now. It's a terrible subject. But the thing that I've had, apparently I talk over you. That's fucking saying something, isn't it? That's saying something. I talk over you.
Doing it now.
that was a crack, but that was from Faye. So she can go fuck herself.
No, I respect that.
She didn't like it.
So you do it again.
She didn't like it. She was like, can't keep up.
Trying to get a word in. That's me. I'm trying to get a word in.
Yeah.
Yeah, what was the other feedback? Yeah, so someone suggested this. Potentially getting guests on, which I think we will.
Yeah. Bring them on.
But it's got to be the right people. We can't have an idiot in here just babbling rubbish.
Yeah. And I suppose if we're going down the subject vibe, we need them to be here for that point.
Yeah.
I feel.
Like we could get...
I don't really know what the subjects are. We should have just put something out and said, what do you feel like we should talk about?
Yeah. But there's so many. Much. So many. Got a mate who's just had his prostate examined. That could be I won't mention any names.
We can't go down that.
Why?
I don't think anyone wants that as a theme or
when
a
I was training for a marathon, I had to go on a 2-hour run, and it was like a special prostate episode on what's the fuck. This is terrible.
Oh God.
This is terrible.
We're 8 minutes in and we're already divulged.
Yeah, so basically
diverted on something else.
On my run, they were just talking about prostate awareness the whole time.
Which is good.
Yeah, I know, but for like 2 hours while I'm running along a canal, all I want to hear is sports radio. So just talk about sport. But it was like men coming forward. But that could be one.
That could be one, definitely.
I'd love to talk to you about journaling.
Yeah.
I've tried. I can't. I really, really want to.
Why? Why can't you?
Because I do it for 2 days and then I forget. Then I have a day of guilt.
Yeah, but that's fine.
Of not doing it. And then a week. And I'm like, oh God.
I haven't done it.
And now I'm like, I've only done like 3 entries in like 2 months. And then I feel it's so broken down.
That's terrible. You got to commit to it. That's the only thing. You got to commit to it.
I tried an online one where basically you sit there and it's like automatically saves the day.
Oh, okay.
And all of that in your entry. And I found that good. And I'll tell you what, it was good. It almost made me accountable of what just happened and what I plan to do. So I would think like, dear diary, I'm going to do this. I did this today. And you'd almost reflect on how you were that day or what you did and how you're going to move forward. And I did find that was really, really good. And thinking like, I'm going to do this. And I'm going to put it in my diary. So I need to do it. That accountability, I suppose.
Yeah, I think I used it a lot. I've done it a lot. I've done it for about a year. Not consistently, but like I think at first it was a bit hit and miss. But then I'd get into it and I was doing it daily. But then now I've gone from like Dear Diary, but to more like structuring my day. Because I need that structure. So I like time block
like
now.
a planner.
Yeah, like a bit of a planner. So I time block now.
What,
but I do gratitude every day. 3 things.
That's nice.
3 things.
Are they the same things or not? Different.
What, every time? No, it's just something different. Could just be as fucking stupid as enjoying a nice coffee in the peace in the morning with the sun on your face. What
was today's?
Today's? What was today's? I can't even remember what was today's. I don't even think I've done it today. That's what I mean. I'm not. You don't have to be hard, like harsh on yourself. Because I think the more you do that, the work you just fucking fuck yourself.
My gratitude entry was like,
I got to varnish my top today on my coffee box.
No, because it was like my health. Then it was like my family.
Yeah, but you got to go a bit deeper than that, mate.
Yeah, I know, but I was like,
but they're good, still good.
What
things.
am I grateful for?
Who though? What are you grateful for? Who in the family are you grateful for?
My children.
There you go. And then you just do that, and then you just elaborate on it each time. It's a good way to start the day. They always say you should start with 3 things.
This weekend, though,
yeah,
was bloody great, wasn't it? Weather-wise.
Do you know what? It was the first real taste of just bliss. I think I texted you, didn't I, and said, "This is the weather. I should just be on a paddleboard right now, just floating."
So for those catching up, it was the 8th and the 9th of March.
Correct.
Because it's going to be like 4 weeks later, isn't it?
No, this will be 2 weeks later. But yeah, it was the 8th and 9th of March, and it was absolutely glorious.
And today was shit. That's another thing. Feedback.
What?
I swear a lot.
Oh.
Yeah. And I didn't realise I did. And then I listened to episode 2, and I pointlessly swear for no reason.
Yeah, but so do I.
No, apparently you're pretty good. You're like good cop, I'm bad cop.
Really? I didn't see that.
Oh, just jumping on the subject as well.
We're switching.
So we've done it again.
We've done it again. But look, at the end of the day, people are going to have to accept this.
I've learned
if they want to listen, and they want, like, everyone wants to listen that I've spoken to. They just have these little niggly things. I don't think it's going to stop them listening.
Yeah, people do it on their dog walks, their commute to work.
Yeah.
In the gym.
My dad's listened to it. My dad. And he thought it was hilarious.
What about the sunbed cult?
Yeah. He commented, not the sunbed, and an emoji like that.
Did he?
Yeah. He was like, what the hell did you tell that for?
People who don't know you but know me are like,
what the fuck?
So was he in like a child cult? Like, did he live in like a... I was like, yeah, you did live in a gated area. Yeah. You lived in a gated community.
Not when I was younger.
Wow, fuck knows.
Not when I was younger. A couple of years ago, I did. And it was the worst experience of my life.
What?
Living in a gated community.
Yeah.
There was 4 houses. 4. Oh no.
What happened?
Oh yeah, that was the worst experience of my life as well. No, it weren't. I don't really remember. I just remember laying on the sunbed as a child. And
why did they like sedate you while you did it?
Who? My parents? Yeah. No, don't be fucking stupid. Everybody would be like, right, you're next. Get on.
I just love bringing it up. I just love bringing it up because it's the only thing out of the whole thing people have laughed at you for. So
yeah. No, the gated community. 4 houses behind a set of gates. Just
explain briefly for
the listeners before I moved
a gated community. So basically, electric gates, and there's like 4 or 5 houses that live in that.
Yeah.
Yeah, you briefly explained. It's fucking weird.
It was horrible.
I don't really know any around here.
No, there isn't many.
Is it an Essex thing?
I'm not from fucking Essex.
All right, mate. All right.
Should I just do my Yorkshire accent and then everyone will think...
Another thing, talking about Essex.
Yeah.
When Joey Essex was really, really like big, do you remember he had a word?
No.
Ream.
What was it?
Do you remember that?
No, I don't really want to remember it.
Do you not remember?
Ream. Yeah, I remember it, but I want to not remember.
Do you remember him saying that word?
Ream.
That was ream.
That was ream. What's it? Yeah,
ream's like, I don't
epic. I use epic a lot. You use vibes a lot.
Yeah, I do.
You use vibes a lot. That's bad.
I do. And it is cringe. I tell you what is cringe, using the word ick.
Oh, that give me the ick.
Yeah.
Who uses that?
People, and there will be a lot. There will be a lot of people that use that.
That give me the ick.
Please stop.
Yeah.
My family, the ladies on the side, my mum, my sisters, my wife, they all went to Centre Parks this weekend, and there was something on their board that said something, the ick. And I was like, okay, I get it if you're like 15.
Yeah.
Maybe they were taking the piss out of it. I'm not sure. But
the ick.
Yeah, I know.
What gives you the ick?
Nothing.
No, nothing.
I basically am the ick.
You are the ick.
COVID started with me, I think.
Yeah, possibly. Was you in China?
The ick. What would you use instead of
it would
the
be
ick,
like
if you're an adult?
Oh, I don't know what you would just actually
That
use
grosses me
ick.
out, I would say. Or is the ick? Is that like a cringe thing?
Yeah, it's like, oh, you're cringing me out, mate.
Yeah.
That sounds fine. You're cringing me out.
Not the way you did it.
Mate.
Can you edit that so you can repeat that? Because you like went like, it's cringing me out.
God, no.
So can we repeat that?
I'll replay it now.
Can someone who's like, I'll tell you what, friend of mine, Don Bailey, I think it's 9 Volt, tag him. He's a music producer. He will be able to do like
some funky song. Actually, whilst we're talking about that, we've got a new jingle. The jingle was in the last one.
Yeah.
Everyone seemed to like it. That was good.
Have you had feedback on the jingle?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, they did. Loads of people come back and was like, oh, that's a nice little intro. Well, obviously they watched it.
Good.
But we just wanted something just to ease us in rather than us just being like, so then.
Here we are. Do we cheers it? Do we cheers it? Let's cheers it.
Let's not cheers it. We cheers it at the end. How about we do that?
Yeah, the tune's all right. I like that little jingle.
I sent you that. You come up with that. I sent you some examples and you picked that.
Yeah.
Didn't you?
I sent you back some music. Do you remember?
Yeah, it was terrible. No, yeah, you did. You did send me some music back, and then I
was like, something like this.
Something like this.
Yeah.
I'll
tell you what I would like to do.
What?
Because you've never liked this, but you are like an editor, so you know what works and what doesn't. Longest short story. I love that song.
This is what you wanted as the jingle, and I refused.
Because people listen to that and they'll catch.
Will they, though?
And I think Melcham has a choir, and I reckon...
Melcham has a choir?
Yeah.
Don't know. Interesting.
Yeah, I think it's called Rock Choir.
You know, 40 listeners on episode 1 or 2 we had. We've probably going to have about 5 now. Mentioning Melcham Choir.
What? It's a good community.
Is it?
They were 10K Chili, DB Max, another name drop. Yeah, 10K Chili Run. They were there in the hall singing, and they were pretty good. It's not like
not church choir.
It's not church choir, but it's almost like harmonised singing.
Nice.
And I reckon I'm getting close to slagging them off. But
no, you're not.
Good. I'm not, because I just don't think they'll listen to this, and we can just go in there. There's quite a few of them actually, so someone might get wind. Someone might know someone who knows someone.
Right.
Who's at, I think it's Rock Choir, but Rock Choir, they have
different... What are you saying? We want to go in.
So we'll find where they, I was going to say train, rehearse.
Yeah.
Where they practice, and we'll say, we'll go in there, we'll take one of these mics, we'll be like, hey, we're music producers, we run a podcast.
Can you do us a jingle?
We've got hundreds of followers, because we have.
Hundreds?
We've got 160.
Followers. Yeah.
So we've got hundreds of followers.
Just not many listeners.
Could you do a rendition of Never Ending Story, but change the words to...
Yeah, I'm sure we could figure it out. I'm sure someone could do it.
And then you could add a little backbeat to it. Or I could beatbox behind it.
Please don't.
So you sing Never Ending Story and I'll beatbox, ready?
Never Ending Story. Beatboxing gives me the ick.
You can't say the ick.
Grosses me out, man.
Beatboxing does.
No, it's fine. Only when you do it.
Yeah. Well, I do it as well.
So I'm going to tell you a story, and I felt like telling you the story this morning when I gave you my little voice note of 5 minutes with my Yorkshire accent. No, that was only Yorkshire, was it?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, was it? Anyway, last night I was furious.
Angry.
Fucking furious. I'll tell you why.
Is that why Faye's got a black eye? Oh, that's why we're drinking lager.
No. I'm going to make this quick. Basically, was out all day seeing family back where we used to live.
Essex.
Literally, not Essex. And lovely weekend, beautiful. Obviously, weather was good. Had hardly anything to eat yesterday. A sliced toast in the morning. Was driving here, seeing that person,
Just
driving
butter
there,
on
blah,
toast.
blah. Just butter on toast, yeah. Literally, quick, dive in. It's like baby. I was playing Tetris with a fucking car, getting buggies in there and presents and all sorts.
Why are you playing Tetris with the car?
Well, like in the boot, like fucking trying to get shit in there.
How long did you go away for?
Like 3 nights. So you're taking everything in, you know what it's like. Anyway, left friend's house, was like, right, the baby's asleep in the car. We are not stopping. We are going home because she doesn't like the car
What's the
seat.
drive?
2 hours. So I was like, we need to get home. She's like, I'm starving. I was like, we ain't stopping. We'll get something when we get into Melksham. That way, if she creates, we're pretty much home, right?
Yeah.
During her pregnancy, she literally went off McDonald's. She was like, had a bad fucking meal, was nearly thrown up one night. I think the sickness didn't help.
Yeah.
So she was like, I was like, should we get McDonald's? And I was looking in the rearview mirror thinking, go on, say yeah, because I ain't had one for ages.
Yeah.
And she went, yeah, it's all right if you want. And I was like, game on. We're having this.
Baby's asleep at this time.
Baby's still asleep. Get into Melksham. She's still asleep. I was like, right, I'm going to go through the drive-through. Perfect. Woman's a fucking nightmare
So
over the intercom.
home.
Yeah, so close to home. Nightmare on the intercom. Sorry, can you pull into a bay, please?
Why? Because she couldn't hear you.
Huh?
Why? Why did you have to pull in?
Because the food weren't ready. There was a massive queue in front of us.
In the
Can
bay
you pull
waiting
us
for
into
food.
the bay waiting for food.
It's not
She
the
was
intercom.
No.
Not the intercom. That's where you order food.
That's where I was ordering.
You mean the window?
And then I went up to the window, paid, and she went, can you pull up into a bay, please? So I was like, right, okay. Went into a bay, waiting for ages. Struggled to get a bay because it was so busy. Car pulls out, I pull back in, and I pulled next to the electric charging bay. A woman was right over one side on the line, so I had to nudge over into the electric bay. So not
in the drive-through, there's like...
Yeah,
two, three.
They were all filled. I had to go into the main car park. I know, it was fucking... So I'm like, right, looking in the back, thinking... I was like, she awake yet? She's like, no. I was like, good. Literally 10, 15 minutes. Mate, he walks out with the tiniest bag.
10 minutes.
At least 10 minutes. He comes out with the tiniest bag and goes, there you go, mate. I was like, I literally went, sorry, mate. I was like, that ain't mine. I was like, that ain't ours. I was like, we've ordered 2 meals, 2 drinks. He was like, oh, that's what they gave me. And I was like, yeah, like I say, that ain't definitely an ours. Okay, then mate, I'll take it back. Anyway, 2 minutes later, he comes out with everything. So I was like, that's a bit better. Said to Faye, check it. She was like, yeah, we're good. As I'm trying to pull out, it's a tight turn into there. And the woman's pointing at me going, I want to get in the electric car bay. So I was like, sorry, so I pulled out because obviously I was nudged over because the car next to me was nudged over. So I get out. So I'm rushing to get out, pull up to the traffic lights, and I'm indicating. She looks in the back. She goes, they ain't giving us our dips for the mozzarella dippers. And I was like, have they given me my dip for my chicken select meal, which I've got a thing about? I was like,
yeah.
Because everyone I've seen go through this 2 round here. This was a quick story. It's only 3 minutes. So literally, she's gone. She just literally opened the bag, looked at me in the mirror, and just went, "I fucking lost my."
You turned around.
No, I didn't turn around. The light went green. I'm thinking, I need to get home. The baby's going to kick off. Like, literally, I don't want her kicking off. I was fucking livid. I felt like just turning around and driving my car into the McDonald's straight through the door. And when you're that hungry. I was fucking so
that's horrible.
Livid. My blood pressure through. She's like,
and that's what should be a nice thing.
Yeah, because I
a nice little treat.
Nice little treat.
I got McDonald's.
I was fucking screwing all the way back to my sister's house to pick the dog up. Screwing.
Did you eat it at your sister's or did you eat it in the car?
I ate it at my sister's. Lucky she had a garlic and herb dip. But my
point
point
is,
is,
garlic and herb dip.
Yeah. She had a garlic and herb dip in the fridge.
Yeah.
But the reason this pissed me off so much was last time I actually got to have McDonald's when Faye was pregnant, before she had the bad meal, I went to Trowbridge to McDonald's. They'd done exactly the same to me. But luckily I hadn't pulled out. So I went back in there. You know what it's like on a Saturday. fucking kids everywhere, absolute nightmare. No one really wants to see you today because they see you stand with a receipt and they think, oh, he's going to moan about something. And I was like, excuse me, mate, I've got no dip. I was like, you keep, they've done this before. And he was like, I'm so sorry, mate. He went, here's free. He was like, just in case it happens again, you can keep them at home.
Have you got them at home?
Yeah, I had it here, didn't I? But not at my sister's house.
Mate, you've got an issue with dips.
Yeah.
You've got an issue with dips.
I feel angry about it now.
Yeah.
Like, but you know when you just...
I had a McDonald's Saturday and I tell you what, it was perfect.
Where from?
Melton.
Fucking bastard.
I got the Philly stack.
Yeah,
Philly cheese stack.
No dip for that.
Yeah, because I'm not 7 years old. I don't need a dip. Because I'm a grown up. And
why don't you need a dip?
Because I'm not...
Barbecue? Do you not have that? No?
With what?
Oh, with anything. Your chips? What do you dip your chips in?
Just claw. Hush. Yeah, no, it was great. It was perfect.
Oh.
Yeah, because I'm an adult and I just, I don't order little dips or... Oh. But I tell you what I did get angry about, and literally to the point where I don't often lose my temper. Very rarely. And that's the demise in my boxing career, I think. Not aggressive enough. But fuck me. Sunday, I could have punched a hole in the wall.
Why did you want to punch a hole in the wall?
So basically, Sonny, my 8-year-old, found Daddy, what's this white box? The old Nintendo Wii.
Oh my God.
And literally...
What a machine. The Wii, wow. I haven't fucking seen one in for ages.
With the wheels.
Oh.
So good. So good. So I got really excited. We set it up.
Nice.
We had a boys' weekend.
Nice. What'd you play? What'd you play?
Mario Kart.
Oh, just Mario Kart.
Just that.
Not bowling or tennis or...
Yeah, that's Wii Sports.
Wii Sports, yeah.
No, we just got Mario Kart and got hooked. Lost about 2 hours. But we went to 150cc, which is like the Dom. And we've unlocked a few levels. And there was one. Literally, if you finish on the podium, you unlock the crown. And the crown's like, the rainbow one, which is like the impossible one. All I had to do is finish in the top 3. No word of a lie. Win first, then like 4th. And then all you need to do is finish like in the top 5 in the last race. Could I do it?
No.
We repeated the same 4 races must have done it about 6 times. It was like a hack. It was like a glitch in Mario Kart.
What?
I would be bossing it. I'll be in first place thinking, yeah, we've done it. Sonny's like, yeah, cheering me on. Like, yeah, we got it. Blue shell, boom, blown up. But I'm second. Red shell, boom, gone. And then just like Toad drives past me and spins me out.
To just not make you a shit player. There had to be a glitch. You just wasn't just good enough to finish.
I get bombarded in the last race, on the last lap, every time.
Like it was rigged.
Like, it's going smooth. And then nearly every time, like Sonny, 8 years old, losing his shit.
Sonny, 8 years old, losing his shit.
It's making me angry thinking about it. Like, Nintendo, like Street Fighter's the same. Street Fighter's like, there's certain boss levels that you cannot beat. So you have to switch character and go like, switch from Ken to Ryu. I got chocolate peanuts and I got a handful and then that one in my hand.
You got a thing about bringing snacks, haven't you? No. For fuck's sake. Talking about, do you know what? I thought about a theme. I did actually genuinely think today, maybe we should talk about a theme. And do you know what I thought? We did touch on this on the last one. Like, about like Pogs and Pokemon cards and shit like that. But I thought about like a 90s theme. Things that happened or not happened in the 90s, but things that come out in the 90s. Like,
Let's sit down. Next episode will be a 90s theme.
Okay, next episode will be a 90s theme. We'll talk all things 90s. So you got to bring some things to the table and I'll bring some things to the table.
Playlist for one.
What?
90s music.
Oh.
Fucking.
What? Good.
Great.
Yeah, the best. The fucking best.
Yeah, but I'm getting on.
We need to save it for the next episode. But all things 90s is going to be the next theme. 100% 90s are going to be the next
next
thing.
episode is going to be 90s.
Let's do it.
And it'll be like Saved by the Bell caption. When I wake up in the morning and I think about the morning.
Saved by the Bell. What a fucking program. Nate, you said music 90s. Name a song. Go. The best one.
Life is a mystery. Everyone must stand. Yeah.
Alone, I hear you call my name.
Okay, let's stop. I don't know why I picked that song.
No, I don't know. I was thinking more like a proper dance tune or something.
Yeah, but that is a tune.
Like boom, boom, boom. Let me say wayo.
That's not 90s.
Yeah, it is.
Is it?
Betcha it's 90s. I say boom, boom, boom.
Nah, I'm not.
Do the chorus.
Girl, your booty is so round. I just want to play around.
Yeah, that's it.
Be with you. Like
yeah. We'll skip that.
I'll tell you
90s.
Talking about, is Baby Got Back? Is that 90s or is that 80s?
Could be 80s, possibly. I'm not sure. If anyone knows in the listening base, if Baby Got Back is 80s or 90s,
I would say 80s.
Hit us up in the comment. I think possibly 80s. I think.
Yeah.
But we have to bring some tunes to the table. Your favourite top
my top
tunes,
3,
your top three, yeah, and then we want to bring, I don't know, some just 90s fads. What happened in the 90s? We'll just discuss them.
Yeah.
Bear in mind, I was born in '89, so I was only a few into the early 90s. I was only a few years old. But when was you born?
Trash jeans.
Trash jeans. Yeah.
Do you remember them or not?
No.
That blue bulb.
No.
Yeah, but I was a cool kid.
What about shell suits? When were they?
No, that was like.
Was it 80s shell suits?
80s,
was it?
Yeah. 86 I was born.
86, same year as my sister.
Spat some peanut.
Fuck's sake. Lucky it's got a shield.
God knows how much either.
Oh yeah, don't worry about them. So go for the themes. I think that'll please people, and we'll have something to touch on.
And we'll stick to it the whole episode.
Yeah, we will. 90s. We'll come up with loads of ideas and stuff. But to see us through the rest of this episode, just how's your week been?
Well,
this week.
Well, it's been.
Oh no, last week really.
Literally a whole week. So there's a couple of things that I jotted down, thinking we could talk about.
Yeah, go on.
So I just read them out.
Not all of them at once.
Fighting a gorilla.
Oh, for fuck's sake!
I thought that would be a good topic.
I was walking around Laycock, went round a corner, and bumped into Fergie in Laycock on a dog walk. And he brought this up.
Is he rattly?
No, he weren't rattly. He looked like he still had a stroke or something, though.
Yeah, he's AIDS, I think.
Yeah, no, he did bring this up. Battling the gorilla, would you what? What was it? Would you win?
If there was a silverback gorilla...
Yes.
And this goes to whoever's listening. A silverback gorilla is in front of your child. Because this is like a different inner... strength.
An inner thing comes
so
out, doesn't it?
So a silverback gorilla is in front of your child, like protecting it. You have a baseball bat. Could you take that gorilla?
I mean, you'd have a fucking good go.
Well, you have to.
Well, you have to. Clearly, your child's behind it, but
you can't.
I don't really know what you go for first. I don't really know. You reckon?
Fuck me, yeah. Take his head off.
Do you reckon?
Sounds weird saying it.
I think maybe I'd go for the fucking legs or something, just to get him knocked down first, and then go for the head.
Mate, if you hit a gorilla in the leg,
he'd probably just laugh at me.
It'd just like ping. They're so dense and muscular.
Thing is,
catch them in the head.
At the rate they come at you, or the rate they move, you ain't gonna have much chance. But you'd just fucking go hell for leather.
You would, wouldn't you?
You got a bat, only a bat.
Baseball
bat. Is it wood or metal?
I would say wood would be stronger
than a metal one.
Yeah.
You reckon?
Well, yeah. When you hit a baseball with a metal one, I've got a metal one. It goes king.
Yeah. So is it
you hit
hollow? It's fucking solid, but dense. Fucking weight behind it. Yeah, I don't know where you're going with that, but what's the next thing on?
So the other thing on my list.
You've prepped for this. I've got nothing on my list.
Well, I've not prepped. I'm just thought stupid things that happened to me this week.
Hang on, whoa. Stupid things that happened to you this week, and you bring a gorilla fighting a gorilla to the table. I don't understand.
Okay, interesting things.
Oh, that you thought about on the toilet.
That made me think.
Yeah.
that'd be good to discuss with you.
What? Oh, these things. Sorry, go on.
Sunbed, episode 2.
We've had the sunbeds. Oh, shit, you went for a sunbed, episode 2.
I went again.
Did you?
I thought go for a sunbed every 2 weeks. Apparently, some people go twice a week.
Yeah, mate, they're on it.
So for them, that glow, I don't affect it. My nose just goes red. So sunbed, again, it was a disaster. 1, I paid in cash.
That's what she wanted.
I paid in cash. I got a free cream, an enhancer cream.
Yeah.
So I was ready for this cream.
Yeah.
I paid in cash. It was a different lady. She went, cheers. No cream. And I was like, any cream? She goes, oh yeah, the creams are £2. So I was like,
oh no,
I'm not going to buy a cream. Literally for the front. So went in, got in there. Did a bit disappointed that I didn't have a cream. Starker's in there and pull it down. When you're ready, press start. As I go to press start, I realise it says light, medium, intensive.
Oh, you can pick the level.
I didn't even realise.
Oh.
I pulled it out. I'm squinting because I haven't got goggles. I've not invested the £1.50 in goggles. So I'm squinting and I go to press start, and as I press start, it's on in intensive. And no word of a lie, that whole 7-minute episode, my face was burning.
What was it? You're lucky you didn't come out there like a fucking beetroot.
But 7 minutes. But yeah, intensive. Normally I do either, first time I was just medium. But the last person before me must have picked. And my face was on fire. So that was episode 2.
That's episode 2 of the Sunbed.
Of Sunbed.
Are you going back? Are you booked in 2 weeks, or are you just turning up?
I think that's enough now. That sun at the weekend is enough.
Just get outside, mate. Don't worry about the sunbed.
Yeah, no, I don't.
We'll just invest for one.
Pallet hell, I've written.
Pallet hell.
Yeah, my mate Timmy, he used to be able to get me some logs, good logs. He'd drop them off on my drive.
I've heard about this, guys.
He dropped me a message. Said, "All right, mate, drop this on your drive." Went to open the picture, a pallet. And I was like, what's that for? He said, oh, good for kindling.
They are good for kindling.
But fuck me. So I don't want a pallet on my drive. So I have
they are good for kindling,
so I have to take it that... I have to break it up that day.
Yeah, you've got to break it all up.
No word of a lie. My fingers are shredded. I don't have labour-intensive hands. I had a crowbar and a claw hammer. Mate, Timmy, don't do that again to me.
Timmy, don't do that again to me. Timmy. I've got a pallet out there I've got to do. They're good for kindling, mate. But crowbar and I'm just going to say 3 things to you. Crowbar, a piece of wire and a hook. What happened?
What?
Crowbar.
Oh, yeah.
Some wire and a hook. What happened? Tell the listeners / viewers what happened.
That's not on my list, so I don't know if we should go there.
Oh, is it on your list?
No.
Oh, well, I'm bringing it up because I want you to tell the people.
Okay, well, I was rushing back from somewhere. I think it was maybe Wootton Bassett. I can't remember.
It was Wootton Bassett.
Market day at Wootton Bassett. I was rushing back, and I parked the car, and I had to run over to the school run, do the pickup. Only you know this, I think.
Really? Oh, well, they're all going to know now.
So, yeah, I leave my keys in my car because I'm like, I hate things in my pocket. I wear short shorts. So I left my keys in the car. I get back with the children from school run and they always race to the front door. And I'm like, oh, keys are in the car. I go to open the car. It's locked. I drive a 1967 Hyundai Tucson.
It's not 1967.
Or Tucson?
Tucson?
Is it Tucson or Tucson?
Tucson. Tucson?
So yeah, it's a shit car. I hate it, but it just keeps passing MOT. So what do? I've only got one key. It's got my car keys or my house keys. So first of all, I try to get into the house. We get round the back. Luckily, I left the back door open. So
If you ever want to break into Rocco's house, go around the back.
Yeah, it's going on the back. I've got 2 vicious dogs, mine, so be careful.
Vicious. Define vicious.
King Charles Spaniel. That will probably either... He's deaf, so he wouldn't hear you coming.
Exactly.
And Betty, that she's scared of men, so...
There you go. So you've got inside, but you've got no spare key.
So I got in. So now the kids are in. The kids are in.
Nice,
they got
they're
snacks,
safe.
and they're watching Netflix. And I go out to my car like, right, how am I going to get... What was that noise?
Don't know.
How am I going to get my keys out? So I YouTube, and basically this guy had a wedge that goes in the top of the door, and he like inflates it, and it pushes the door open, and then he has a wire with a little hook on that goes in, catches the door, done.
You're in.
And I'm like, I don't have anything inflatable, but what I do have is a crowbar, top of my door, same thing. Pull it open, but this is the worst thing. My neighbours are next door, and they always sit in the lounge, Shirley and Gwillem, and they always sit in the lounge. And if they see me out on the drive doing anything, they'll come out and chat to me. And I'm like, oh. So I practice, first of all, on the passenger side to see if I can get in. Because I thought if I can get in that way,
Yeah.
brilliant.
Job
the
done.
keys are actually on the driver's seat. So I practice on the passenger side. I open it up, I wedge, and I can get like a 2.5-inch gap. And I've now got 5mm pipe with a hook that I've screwed on the end to feed in. But because it's on the driver's seat, I can't jimmy it over there.
No.
So I've had to take out the crowbar of the passenger door and go to the driver's door. Shirley and Gwynn, they're walking the dog now, so this is my opportunity. Anyway, I do it. I practice once, so I've nailed it down. I've wedged it open. I've put in a little wooden wedge to keep it open. I put the hook in. I hook my keys up after a bit of fishing around. I pull them out.
Job done.
I feel like
A locksmith.
like Tom Cruise in Mission Impossible.
Cruise.
What's his name?
Tom Cruise.
Yeah, in Mission Impossible.
Oh, Ethan.
So I
You
feel
like Ethan.
I feel like Ethan. I'm the boy. So I get my keys and I'm like, I look through the window, see the boys. And I'm like,
Did you give it one?
did you? I was like, look at me.
What
And
a guy.
they're like, dickhead. So I unlock it, it's brilliant. And I'm like, yeah, I got my car back. I feel like I've got a brand new car. 'Cause I lost that car for like 20 minutes. I shut my door and I noticed on both sides, I've bent the top of the doors round. So the top of the doors don't shut.
No.
So what I'm talking like they stick out. You know when you walk past someone's door and they've not shut it correctly. You know when that first little click.
Yeah.
And it hasn't done the that first little click and you've left your door open a little latch.
Do you reckon you can get your finger in there?
You're in the passenger one, I can, yeah.
You sent me a photo and the door looks fucking mullered.
I can see.
It literally looks like someone's chewed the door.
I can see if I stand sideways onto my car and look forward through it, I can see daylight through my door that's locked. Because the bottom's locked, the bottom half's locked, but the top is just where the window is, has been bent out. But here's some insight for you. So when I drive, all I hear is... Because, you know, when someone's got their window open a little bit,
just
and
that
then you just
tiny
go
bit.
and zip it up, and like a vacuum. It's nice.
Yeah.
I drive now and it's
So basically,
constantly. But what I did this weekend, I dropped the window down and I foot on the door because my car's fucked now.
Give it a bit of a yank back.
And I've pulled it, and the driver's side now is
Sweet.
A-OK.
Oh, that's good.
So yeah, so that was.
Moral of the story is
Just get a locksmith in.
just get an automotive locksmith in.
But how much would that have
I
cost?
don't know, a couple of £100.
Couple of hundred.
Yeah.
Do you know how much it cost me? Nothing. A few scratches.
Yeah. Few. We'll post a picture up on the socials of Rocco's car.
No, not of my car.
No, of the bent door. that is looks like it's been chewed by a fucking dog.
Yes, that's all I've got really.
Is that all you've got?
Fighting a gorilla.
Yeah.
Sunbed.
Yeah.
Pallet hell.
Well, between that and my McDonald story, that should surely be enough fucking...
Yeah. You said to me about... No, let's not get there.
No.
I said about comparison or like a vote.
A vote? A vote. No, someone said to me, why don't we ask a question and then they answer and we discuss the answer? I was like, are you sure? I was like, no, ask us questions. She was like, no, you should ask them questions, then we discuss their answers. So I ask him a funny question, and then people go in and say, oh, I don't know, a funny question, and they'll tell us.
Okay, here's a funny question.
Yeah,
because I got told.
Does it involve a gorilla and a baseball bat?
I got told one today, and it freaked me out.
Hit me.
People's party tricks.
People's party tricks. Oh shit,
that's a good one. Isn't it?
That is a good one.
Because I wish I fucking had one. I wish.
Yeah, I don't have one.
Do you know what mine used to be in the heyday of drinking?
What?
I could neck my drink.
Yeah.
Do like a Michael Jackson kick, like a 180, then into splits, then stand back up. That used to be my thing, like in the club.
In the club.
Yeah.
Were you fucking 50 Cent? In what club? There's no clubs around here, is there?
The Tavern.
People in Wiltshire don't know clubs.
Yeah, true.
What is it with people around Wiltshire like? It's like if they leave Melksham, they get a nosebleed or something.
Because it's fucking so beautiful, that's why.
It's like some people's never even been to the M4, which is like 20 minutes away.
Why would you want to leave Melksham? Some people hate Melksham. So much hate for Melksham.
I don't hate it. I quite like it.
Jeez, look at that. That's like a quadrupler.
Yeah, we shouldn't be eating. People hate that. We did think about. We actually had a serious conversation about selling this house.
Why?
Because we're just in the middle of nowhere. We can't walk anywhere. We don't have a local pub. We don't have a shop. We don't have anything. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, you must like it. You're right in there. You're in the thick of it. You can get to. You can walk to the tavern in 5 minutes.
Mate, the amount of times.
You can walk to the park in fucking 5 minutes.
9:30 p.m. Walk to the shop and just get chocolate.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I've got to get in a car and drive 10 minutes.
Where's the closest shop to here?
Over the lights.
Oh, the garage.
Down the garage. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, yeah, Gastard.
If you want
not Gastard, Yarnbrook.
Yarnbrook. So it's just not ideal. You know when you got a baby and you're thinking, oh, I just want to take it for a stroll, go to push around the park, grab a coffee.
Can't go for a walk here.
No, there's nowhere. Nowhere. You ain't going to go down on the main road because it's basically a...
Yeah. That's just shit.
Is it a B road or an A road, that? It's an A road, isn't it?
Got to be an A
road. A350, yeah. So,
what an idiot.
A350. Sorry, it's an A road. Yeah, so you're walking down the A350. It's not even possible. Half of it doesn't even have a path. So you ain't going anywhere.
That hill would be bad up on a skateboard.
Well, down there. Always gets flooded. Terrible.
Does it?
Yeah, bad. Anyway, enough of that. Tea cakes. Wow, isn't that a 90s thing?
Tunnocks.
I feel like I had these when I was a kid.
Tunnocks, yeah. So I would have been here on time today.
Yeah.
But you messaged me, and I could have got Guinness.
You could have got Guinness. You stopped for snacks.
You said, where are you? And I said, I'm just getting snacks. So I got chocolate, peanuts.
Yeah.
And Tunnocks.
And, yeah.
Pass us one of those.
Tea cakes.
I got, when I was about 11, 12, I didn't realise it snuck up on me. I got a little bit chubs.
Oh.
And that's not good for someone who's like 3 foot tall.
No. Most definitely not.
And the only thing I've got going for me is like sports.
Not then you didn't, surely. Did you?
Well, yeah, I mean, like, I was good at PE at school and nothing else.
Okay. Makes sense.
So, yeah, I think I ate too much bread and these.
Bread's lovely, isn't it?
I could smash these. Do you know, I used to have a Tekkers with these. This is broken, so I don't think it can happen. I used to have a Tekkers where I would poke a hole. I'm eating a Tunnocks cake, by the way, those who are listening.
Yeah.
I used to poke a hole in it with my tongue and then suck out the inside.
Okay, here's a question then. No, don't do it.
No.
Oh, God. Here's a question for you. I heard it on the radio earlier. They were asking, how do people eat their Cadbury's cream eggs? Some people are going in saying they just go in whole, wallop, straight in, whole thing.
Yeah, that's a bit of a waste.
That is a bit of a waste. You have to bite the top off, and then what do you do?
Yeah.
What do you do? Lick it out?
Yeah.
Yeah, I do.
I don't think there used to be more yellow in it, though.
Yeah. They've gone downhill, although...
They're so mass-produced now, aren't they?
Yeah, and they're doing white chocolate ones, aren't they? Oh, so good.
That's disgusting.
White chocolate. Do you not like white chocolate?
Yeah, I don't mind white chocolate.
What's up with white chocolate cream egg? It's a fucking bollocks.
No, mate, that's fucked up.
No, mate, that's fucked up.
I heard of white chocolate Nesquik.
Oh, I ain't sure on that.
Yeah.
What's your favourite cereal?
My go-to cereal?
What's your go-to cereal?
Now you're getting me excited.
Come on.
So many.
Yeah, but if you had to pick...
As an adult.
Yeah, adult and then as a kid. Go. Child.
I used to fucking love Nesquik or Weetos.
You've got fucking shit on your lip. Oh, God. What? Nesquik or Weetos?
Weetos. I used to
Weetos,
smash
yeah.
Weetos. But now they've all got like sugar-free, high grain.
So that's your childhood one?
Yeah.
What's your adulthood one? Bran flakes.
I quite like bran flakes.
I like bran flakes with honey in
I
it.
like bran flakes. But also, I haven't had these for a while, but I used to fucking love shredded wheat.
Shredded wheat?
Like the big ones.
Yeah.
Like Weetabix size. Yeah.
Mine, child, Cookie Crisp.
I know, I can't help it. It's doing it worse.
What the hell? All right, okay. Mine, childhood Cookie Crisp, but now Crunchy Nut.
Cookie Crisp?
Yeah, have you not had Cookie Crisp before? Have you not had Cookie Crisp before?
They've not been around that long.
Yes, they have.
Cookie Crisp? Don't they have like a wolf on them?
No.
On the box?
What the fuck? No.
They're
just
Kellogg's.
tiny... I don't know.
Nestle.
Yeah, definitely Nestle.
They sound shit.
No, they're just like little cookies. Tiny little cookies like that.
Were you a fat kid?
No.
Cookie for breakfast.
Yeah, when I was a child, but now it's a solid Crunchy Nut. Everyone likes Crunchy Nut.
Yeah,
Crunchy Nut's good.
Have you seen the Crunchy Nut clusters?
No. Are they chocolate?
Clusters.
Or just have they got any chocolate in them?
There is Crunchy Nut clusters with chocolate flakes. They're bloody good, but the bag's so small. And cereal's like
Cereal's a joke these days, isn't it? It's fucking... And like you say, the box has got so thin and it's like not even as tall as it used to be.
I got the boys this weekend, the variety box, which as a kid, you'd be like, boom.
Yeah.
Literally, out of the 8...
Unless someone's like Rice Krispies.
Out of the 8, out of the 8 of them, 4 of them are Rice Krispies.
Yeah. And it's such a fucking shit option.
2 are cornflakes.
Yeah, all right. Oh, no.
Yeah, but for a 4 and an 8-year-old,
they want... You know what they're gunning for? You know what they're gunning
Cocoa
for?
Pops.
They're gunning for the Cocoa Pops, aren't they?
2 Cocoa Pops and then they were first to go.
Yeah.
By me. In one bowl.
We had a quick break. Thank you to our sponsors. We don't even have a sponsor.
Oh, I'll tell you what, though. What? We do need to mention... No,
What?
we don't.
What?
But I do need to talk to you about it.
Yeah, go on, hit me.
If I pour this, and this pour is going to be fucking lovely.
Look at this. I should have worked in a bar. Coors Light in a Guinness glass. Jack would go.
Oh man, I think Jack listened to the podcast. And
He didn't.
I think he did.
Really?
I think he did. But I also feel a bit bad for Jack.
Why?
Because
Jack's a ledge.
Yeah, I know. Jack's a fucking lovely, lovely bloke.
What a guy.
But we were roasting Fergie after badminton. Oh my God, guess who got best player?
You, because I know.
I got best player.
You're just telling everyone that you got best
just
player.
Just because I know it will rattle Ferg.
Yeah.
And
okay.
Dan.
Yeah.
Because I've noticed Dan's putting on a bit of weight recently.
Calling him out on the fucking poddy. On the poddy. Did I just say that? That was the ick. That was the ick.
Mate.
Sorry, on the podcast.
That was bait.
That was.
What is bait? Is bait good or bad?
Bait's like terrible, isn't it?
Is
That
it?
was bait, man. I don't know. I ain't around with this slang.
Oh man!
Do you know like abbreviation of words like what these kids use now? It's like IDK.
I don't know.
Yeah. Do you use any of that?
I do a lot.
Fucking hell. Really?
Yeah.
You're nearly 40.
No, I'm not. I'm 30. I've got 2 years.
You're closer to 40 than I am.
Yeah.
That's fucked you up, isn't it?
Well, no, it doesn't
You've got
bother
2
me.
years and you're 40.
He doesn't bother me. Look at me, I'm covered in chocolate.
Oh, fuck's sake. Yeah, I don't care. Like, the only ones I use is FML, fuck my life, or...
You say that?
Yeah, fuck my life, Jesus Christ.
We had an ongoing joke about
Shouldn't swear. Listeners ain't like you're swearing, so don't swear.
roll on the floor laughing.
What?
Rolf.
No, I've
You
never
not
even
heard
heard of that.
Mate.
Is that a Wiltshire thing?
No, I don't think so.
Fuck it. No, I've never been sent that.
Oh.
FFS.
For fuck's sake.
Yeah.
Roll
Obviously,
on the floor,
LOL. Laugh out loud.
Rolf. Meaning.
Yeah, we know what it means.
Rolling
Clearly.
on the floor laughing.
I've never been sent that.
Add to word list.
That's fucking for pussies.
I've never
If you
rolled
send
on
me
the
that,
floor.
I'll
Mind
block
you,
you.
at badminton, we roll on the floor laughing a lot. So yeah, what were we getting on?
You was getting on best player, but we know you got best player, and then you touched on Dan's weight. We actually, before we started this, you said maybe we should ask them what their party tricks are. Send your party tricks in.
Yeah, so party tricks. I reckon that'd be a good teaser. And people who do send them in, every single person who sends their party trick in
Has to what?
No, we'll mention it.
Oh yeah, 100%. Every single one we'll mention.
Even
it.
if there's
We'll call it
1,000.
out. We ain't gonna get 1,000, mate.
Yeah,
we've had 40 listeners.
Shh. It's reverse psychology.
Oh yeah, even if we have 1,000,
1 million.
1 million. We'll talk
But yeah,
about them.
we'll call these 2 pie tricks out.
100%.
I
I don't have one. You used to have one.
I can do this. Ready? This is for my children. I can listen to my...
Right, you've called this. This is my children.
So don't tell them this. You may know.
Cool.
But look, my nose. Obviously, I'm a boxer. Ready? Ready?
Yeah, I know. Yeah. Yeah.
Clicked my nose. Did you hear that,
Yeah.
viewers?
I heard it, yeah. They heard it.
But you know how I do it.
Yeah, but that's not a party trick though, is it?
Oh, is it?
No. That's for your kids. A party trick. A party trick's a fucking party trick.
My thumbs are really bendy. My thumb like that. See my thumb? It can go right back. I've got my middle finger's double jointed.
Oh, you double jointed, yeah.
My middle finger only, none of the rest. Party tricks, I must have a
Can you do that?
trick. No,
Not many, I don't know, yeah.
that's like a Trekkie thing.
Trekkie. Star
Yeah.
Trek. Was that 90s?
So who gives a shit?
Keenan and Kel. That was 90s.
Yeah, that was.
Who
Nickelodeon.
loves orange soda?
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll touch on that. I'm going to write it down. I'm sorry, I remember.
Oh yeah, we do 90s next week. Oh, I'm so excited for that.
Next week, it might be this week because we're trying to double record this week.
Okay,
But, you know,
double dose
this week, so we're catching up.
Yeah, but party tricks. Send party
Send
tricks.
your party tricks in on the socials.
I'm
I'll
gonna
put
have a
social
think.
clip up.
I can play the spoons. Is that a party trick?
I can play the harmonica.
So, yeah. So I know a few people that can do like proper belly dancing,
Oh.
things through their nose and put out their mouth, like fold their ear in, turn their eyelid inside out.
Oh, don't. Anything
Things
with
like that,
eyes.
though.
That's horrible.
Yeah, that is horrible.
Anything with eyes. Fucks me.
Yeah, so party tricks, send them in.
Send them in.
90s next week. That's going to be so
Get
fun.
your fucking thinking cap on.
Well, I don't have to already. I'm trying to.
We
rein
kind
it
of
in.
touched on the I wouldn't say the 90s, was it? On the last episode when we said about the face-off stereos, and then you sent me one in Ellis's car.
Oh yeah,
That
yeah.
was
I
so
sent
good.
it to you. Yeah, so Ellis
You would have seen that or heard that.
and Ellis didn't even know. Ellis didn't even know his CD player popped out
Jesus.
And he could take it. I was like,
when was he born? Does it not freak you out when you hear people say I was born in 2002 or something?
yeah, so he was. He's 21, so he would have been born like 2002.
That freaks me out. I used to feel old. And you're nearly 40.
Yeah, I don't know.
What are you going to do for your 40th?
I don't know. I've always had a thing where I didn't think I'd ever make it.
Bungee jump on fire?
I'll do it before I'm 40.
Fuck off.
I will.
That reel went down like a fucking sack of shit anyway.
What reel?
The reel that I put out.
Oh, yeah. Only because I offended a lot of people.
Yeah.
A lot of skydivers. Mm-hmm. They're still pussies.
A lot of skydivers and
disabled people.
People of wheelchair users, you know?
I've got a wheelchair.
Have you?
I've got one.
Are we teeing it up? Are we going to do this?
I'll take it into
live
the gym.
Live at Gompools at the back?
No, not Gompools. I've got a pull-up bar. But I'll take
it to the gym.
I'll take the wheelchair. 10. I'll take the wheelchair into the gym at some point. The only problem is it doesn't have a buckle belt.
I'm sure we can tee that up with some rope.
Yeah, dressing gown cord.
Do you wear a dressing gown?
Occasionally. On the chill.
Mm.
You know, on the chill, I've got a dressing gown.
Bit of a Hugh Hefner vibe.
No, it's not. It's like a big woolly one.
Oh.
I got it from Peacocks in Melksham. They were having a closing down sale, and I went in.
And you went in there and got
for
one
a mooch.
For a mooch.
I thought Peacocks had like liquidated.
Was it not?
I was in Wharton Bassett, and they've got a fucking vibrant Peacocks going.
You might find they're just franchised, aren't they? So it's just locally. If they were struggling, they had to close, not an actual UK vibe thing of closures.
So this is gonna.
You don't, or you also have. Don't you have a onesie? Didn't you come to the door once when I come collect some coffee in fucking some onesie?
Yeah, I've got a onesie.
Jesus Christ!
It's a football onesie though, so it's cool.
Is it Newcastle onesie?
Yeah, so it's black and white stripe. Yeah, and it's got a little Newcastle badge. Oh fucking hell! They're playing tonight. That was literally why I had no plans. Score prediction: West Ham versus Newcastle.
Mm-hmm. What are you saying?
63rd minute. I've just seen the score.
Have you put a bet on?
No, I didn't bet. I don't.
Do you not bet?
No. Mugs game.
Betting's a mugs game. You ever bet?
Yeah, I do. Occasionally.
Online casino?
Fergie's trying to get me addicted to scratch cards, isn't he?
Yeah, I know.
And he is. I've got one finger now that's going a bit.
I'm interested. Has anyone ever won big on scratch cards? I've never known anyone to win big on scratch cards. No, I have known people to do very well on premium bonds a month.
1-0 Newcastle, Bruno Camara's. Premium bonds?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's only if you're like you. Shop in Waitrose and live in a 10-bedroom
I don't
house.
shop. You shop in Waitrose. I don't shop in Waitrose. I shop in Tesco's. Yeah, premium bonds. Loads of people get fucking good returns on them.
Yeah, I have no idea. Us common people don't have premium bonds.
I don't have any either.
We do either the postcode lottery or sell
postcode
bikes.
Lottery. You do the postcode lottery?
We used to.
You ever won?
No.
What are you fucking
Used
doing
to.
then?
But I've got
do you do normal lottery?
I've got direct debit for the lottery.
Have you?
Because that's my one. That's my one chance.
I've never. Well, I say never.
That's my one chance to become a millionaire, isn't it? Because I don't work hard enough to become. I don't work hard enough to be like, if you. I've got some people. Their goal is to get the value of $1 million, or like their company assets to that. That's their goal. I'm like, I've got direct debit of Euro and National Lottery. One line, lucky dip, every week.
Yeah, you're not.
The ironic thing is, every time it comes out, it puts me in my overdraft. So, catch 22. But
got to be in it. Got to be in it to win it.
If I ever cancel that, it's just me giving up.
Yeah.
On life, or I could work harder. And probably could.
It's an interesting point actually. Is just you have no. I wouldn't say desire, but like for you, you're just so free spirit.
Yeah,
you're so fucking laid back. You may as well be laid down all the time.
Yeah, someone talked to me about this today, and it's never been like with the gym, boxing, etc., it's always to the limit. Push it, running, push it as much as you can until you're broken. But work, I generally don't think we were put on this planet to work. So I am, if I'm not enjoying work,
you sack it off.
Like today, I looked out the window, it was cold and miserable.
Yeah.
And after yesterday, beautiful sunshine, I was like, I'm cancelling today. So, which is awful mentality, but
is it though?
It's not. That is life hack.
Is it though?
People. My dad, who's dead, kidney cancer, watched him take his last breath. Why are you laughing?
Because I don't understand why you say it every time.
Well, people might. They don't want to
know that. They don't want to know that. Well, they might want to know that.
So yeah,
it's awkward.
His last breath.
Yeah, right. So
he said to me,
Is this a legit story?
This is legit.
That you can't fucking...
This is legit. I must have been about 9. And he was a plumber.
Mm-hmm.
This is before, like back in the day, before plumbers now are all minted. It's like when a plumber was like a white collar guy.
Yeah.
So he was a plumber and he was fitting a bathroom, and it was like on a bank holiday or a half term, and you go with him to help.
Mm-hmm.
And I shit myself. He'd send me to the van for a tool. Like, go get me a wrench. And I'll be like, fuck, what the hell is a wrench?
A wrench.
And I'll come back with like a screwdriver. And he'd be like, I'll get it. I'm like, fuck. But I remember him trying to, in an old Victorian house, change the bathroom taps. And I did plumbing, and working on old houses is a pain in the ass.
Yeah.
And he was struggling to get these off, and he was getting pissed off of it. And he said to me, son, never chase money because you'll never be happy. And that's one thing that I've always remembered. Don't chase money because you'll never be happy.
Which I agree.
So true.
I do agree.
Because the more you earn, the more you want.
Correct.
The more stress it brings.
Mm-hmm.
Like, literally, I have got a good life. I work every day, but I hang out every day. And it's sweet.
Yeah.
And I could push it. People say, you can do this event, you can do this event, you can do this event. Excuse me.
What are you doing burping down the mic? Jesus. I think there's a real big difference between people getting confused of being rich and wealthy. And wealthy, i.e. being wealthy in life. Wealthy in life, i.e. you can, if you looked like you did this morning, look out that window and go, actually, I don't fucking fancy that.
Yeah.
That is being wealthy in life. You can do that. Not many people can do that and have that time.
Because I was doing the school run with the boys, and it could have been like, right, I've got to get this ready for work, get the coffee box ready, this, stock, the milk, etc., etc., etc. I've got to get it down there, ready, and then get the boys ready for school. I was going to get the boys to come down with me to take the coffee box down to the station, and then come back, get them ready for school. So, and in the end, I thought, fuck this. Tell you what, I'll sack it off. And I had breakfast with the boys. We sat there. We all did reading. They both did their reading, which I'm honest, I don't do enough. Did reading, feel like they're reading log, and they had 15 minutes to kick back and chill. And then I walked them to school. And like that, to me, is wealth, without sounding cheesy.
No, it is, yeah.
Time.
It is. Having
isn't
time.
It? And literally, you will not get that back. You can be a millionaire, but you can never...
no, and you're right. I think the more money you earn, the more you chase. And then if you don't get near it, you get stressed, and it puts stresses on family. But I think having the wealth is in so many different ways. For you, time. For others, just to go out and have a meal. Yeah. Without stressing about it. If you can do that in this fucking day and age with how everything is.
Absolutely.
I think you're doing all right, aren't you?
I think holidays.
You are doing all right.
Holidays is a big one, isn't it?
Yeah. Fucking hell.
Being able to go on holiday. Yeah. If I lived like that solely and truly all the time, where I'm like, I don't want to work today, or I prefer the small events because it's nice and easy. I'm never gonna be. But then it comes to a point where it's like, yeah, we do want to go abroad. We do want to go. Yeah. So. And
you can.
There are times when you've got to do them big events.
Yeah.
No, I love it. I love work. Even
Here's
love
a
the
question,
hustle.
and this is going to be a very controversial question. I always say it, and I don't say it in a way where I'm like, well, actually, I do. If you won the lottery, we're talking about the lottery, and you won big. I'm talking like couple of 100 million.
It's going to upset a lot of people. How much?
A couple of 100 million.
100 million?
Yeah. You know, like you get those Euro million fucking winners.
Let's say 20 million.
Okay, well, 20 million.
That's probably what your bank account.
No. I always, you'd be like, I always muck about and say to Faye, look, if we won that much money, we'd end up splitting up.
Wow.
And I don't mean, wow. No, because you know
Since she's told
stories,
you she don't listen to this.
How many
you've changed?
No, I laughed. We had I can't remember when it was. A couple of years ago.
If
we
you
spoke
won
about this. No,
100 million,
I wouldn't. I'm not saying like I would. It would. I wouldn't. I'm not saying.
What, change her in?
What?
Like sack her off and get like a new one?
No, not like that. I'm just saying like you would both be wanting different things. You'd both be like all money. Money always. And how many times you see in the paper where they've won fucking X amount of millions and they've ended up getting divorced 5 years down the line, or they've blown it.
Was that time you bought a newspaper?
A while ago.
Exactly. So when you saw the paper.
No, like not in the newspaper. I'm just saying in the news, let's say, yeah, or whatever, online. You've seen it online. People, that does happen. If you've won, so you win.
I think just old people win the lottery big.
Yeah, and then they split up.
Well, old people?
Yeah.
No, they don't.
Yeah, they do.
I'm going to look into this stats.
Have a look. Have a look into the stats. I guarantee you they've won big. They've won big, and they've ended up blowing the lot and splitting up.
No, that's not
true. They've died.
Well, yeah, everyone's going to eventually or straight after?
Straight after. The shock of it.
You're full of shit.
No.
If I won 100 million...
What would you do if you won 100 million?
What's too much to have for one person?
It is too much, that's one person. I agree. I think I'd be happy with 1 million. Genuinely. Yeah. How much would you want then? Bear in mind, you're wealthy. Bear in mind, you're wealthy in life. You've got a nice house. You've got a nice house. You've got kids. Yeah. You've got everything that you want right now. And you're saying 1 million ain't enough.
No, of course. Fucking 100 grand wouldn't be enough.
What would you get for 1 million? What would you do if you had 1 million? Millions on that scraper borderline where if you want to go buy a house, in this day and age, you're probably going to piss 1 million up the wall easy.
Yeah, if you go to a house-wise, that's probably going to tear into the most of the million.
Easy, yeah.
Easy. And then a nice car. And that's your 1 million gone.
Honda CRV, how much is one of them off the forecourt?
Honda CRV 2005.
No, let's say brand new. You got to be
don't want a brand
50
new.
grand.
Don't want a brand
So
new.
if you've won 1 million, let's just say you've won a couple of million. I'm not going to see you driving around in a fucking I'm going to see you driving around in a 2005 bloody Honda CRV, am I? No, you're talking
pimped
shit.
Up one. Like, you know, when...
set of 22s on it.
You know when what's his name comes to Pimp My Ride? Exhibit.
Yeah, Exhibit. That was 90s, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Would you say it was 90s or 2000s?
That was 90s. I would get Exhibit to come and Pimp My Ride. My Honda CRV 2005.
Where would you live? Would you still live around here?
Cornwall, I think.
Cornwall.
I'd move to Cornwall.
That's another little story. That's another little thing we can talk about is Cornwall. Because I also want to talk about travel. I've got a lot of travel stories. Have you got any travel stories? I've got loads.
Don't know. It seems like everywhere I go, I've become the village idiot. So yeah, no, not that crazy. I don't think.
I don't think mine are crazy, but I've got a couple of crackers.
Okay, should we save this?
Yeah, save it for another episode.
But
we'll do an episode on travel.
Yeah, right.
Like the theme travel.
Yeah, okay.
Where have you been? What have you done?
Went to Devizes once. That was nice.
Devizes
Market on a Thursday.
That's fucking 5 miles down the road.
Yeah, Frome went there once. Yeah, they got a good.
Back to the $1 million question. How much do you need to win to be happy?
Eddie, if I won anything over 1,000.
1,000?
Anything over £1,000, I'll be happy.
Yeah.
Grateful for.
Yeah.
So to be happy,
yeah,
I think if I won $1 million, that would do the house, the car, and probably pump a bit into the business. Just to make the business easier.
Like what? What? How much? Why do you need money to pump into the business to make it any easier than it already is?
Like probably get
How's that going to improve your business?
I just get a nice Amazon machine. Like a lovely machine.
How much is one of them? 15?
Yeah, you're looking around 15
grand.
But it's,
lovely machines, isn't they?
To be honest, you really, I like it. How Rock and Floss is. I like this. It's raw and edgy, and the fact that I got a mate to fix the pressure gauge, and I lost a screw off the side panel. So now the side panel
rattles
every time I draw.
Pulling a shot.
Yeah.
If I hear that tomorrow, I'll know what's happened.
Yeah.
That's nice.
So yeah,
I'd be happy with a meal.
Yeah, $1 million.
I would.
Great. $1 million.
I'd be happy with a meal.
Yeah, I would disappear.
A few little investments here or there.
I would disappear off the planet of the earth.
I'd go Cornwall.
I'll tell no one.
Happily move to Cornwall, and you'll find me badly trying to surf.
Do you surf? Have you surfed? Have you ever tried?
Never. And you keep saying you're going to take me, and you never have. So no, I haven't. No.
I'll tell you what. We'll go to the Wave.
Yeah, in Bristol, the Wave.
I was going to go there Sunday.
Was you?
But I had the dogs in the car.
Can you just sit and watch?
Mate.
You can just turn up and just sit and watch?
That's what we're going to...
Really?
I have the 2 boys with me. We're going to go to the Wave. And remind me, I need to talk about the sauna place we're going to.
Oh yeah, sauna. We got a little while. Well, not a little while, but we got to round it up.
So I was going to the Wave, and because they've got like a viewing balcony, because the Wave is a surf place.
Yeah.
With like a hydraulic wave push machine.
Yeah. Shout out to Wave in Bristol.
So I've done the beginner one when it first set up. I did the beginner. Just
You're all right.
It's gassing me out.
I know. It's the lager. It's why we're getting Guinness, but you didn't bring it.
But yeah, then I did beginner. It was embarrassingly easy. So embarrassed, and they made me wear a helmet, so I looked
like
special. Look at you, worried about what I'm going to say.
I'm not.
That's all I'm saying. Special. I look special.
Yeah, I'm sure you did.
So that's why.
Don't they have some like just nights where they're just playing some banging tunes in the summer evening, while people are surfing?
They've got camping there. They've got some cool. It's expensive though.
Wow.
It is so.
How much is going
middle classy?
Sit and watch.
It's like, I think it's for fairly preppy people that have
people that won the lottery,
their own villa in Portugal, and then just want to tap into their seven. I think it's 60, 70 quid.
Wow.
For an hour.
Wow.
And that is sharing the wave with 10 other people.
Fucking hell.
It's not like you go in there and just surf for an hour. You have to queue up, wait for your wave, go.
Cornwall.
Yeah, exactly. Well, you could drive down to Croyd or something.
Stay in a tent overnight. Fucking.
So there's that. So we were going to go there. We were going to go there Sunday, because we had a chill day. The weather was beautiful. I thought, I'll take the boys there. We'll go watch some surfing, and can't leave the dogs at home, so I'll bring the dogs. Halfway there, I thought I better check. No dogs allowed, apart from guide dogs. I don't even have my sunglasses, so I couldn't even blag that. I thought, could I blag it? No, don't have my sunglasses.
So what did you do? Turn back home?
No, went into Bath. Went into Bath.
Went into Bath.
Had a little mooch around Bath. Alice Park, that was quite nice.
I've heard it's quite nice, huh?
Yeah, so did that instead. But on to
what?
Me and you. Thursday,
we're going saunaing, aren't we?
We are.
We need to wrap this up.
So we're going saunaing.
Yeah. This Thursday, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is this Thursday. Yeah, we're going to sauna. Shout out to, who is it?
You know who it is. Black Swan Saunas.
Black
They've been
Swan
so
Sauna.
Lovely.
Yeah.
Regards that they listen to this.
Yeah.
And she gave me some really, really good feedback.
Yeah, good.
Apparently, we need to say...
What do we need to say?
You need to swear less and stop talking over me.
Okay.
That's one thing she said.
This is you're talking shit.
Okay, I swear too much.
Yeah.
And she didn't say about you talking over me.
Yeah, okay. They're basically they got a pop-up sauna. They're going to be placing down at the wild swimming lake that we went and caught
they
the
are.
itch from.
So Glove Dippers,
yeah,
which is the glove factory in Holt.
Yeah.
So look up glove factory in Holt, or their swimming group's called Glove Dippers. Black Swan Saunas. Find them on Instagram. Black Swan Saunas are setting up a sauna to go next to the swimming lake, and
they've invited us.
We have jumped on a like a promo day.
Yeah.
So me and you are going to go there, and I'm a little bit worried.
Why?
Because Friday I had fish and chips. Saturday I had a McDonald's.
So did I.
And
bad experience.
Sunday I had about 4 loaves of bread.
Right. So you're not looking your best.
So I'm looking like
neither am I.
Penguin from Batman.
It'll be all right.
Paling round.
We're not the only ones there.
Yeah, so apparently our slot, there's going to be 5 of us.
Sweet, that's good.
So we can get in the sauna. Apparently hot to cold is best recommended. So we're going to go in the sauna.
And then
boil out. And then we're going to go into the pond.
Yeah, love it. Love it. But what did she say we got to do? Because that'll end this off perfectly. She said we should what?
What do you mean?
She said we need to start shouting out what? Saying where they can find the podcast.
Oh yeah. So she was saying, I was like, "What are you talking about?"
Where they can. She
find was like saying, like a few of her friends that do similar thing, not as good as us or bloody as good looking, but say we need to remember, follow, share. Where you can follow us.
Where can they follow us?
Follow us on Bebo, MySpace,
90s. We'll bring that up. MSN Messenger. Wow. No, but right. They can follow us on Instagram.
You set up Facebook as well.
Facebook. TikTok. And YouTube. And they can listen to us at
Spotify, Apple, and
Amazon Music.
Everywhere. This is a snippet. Can we snippet this bit and pump this out?
Easy. Done.
But Black Swan Saunas, they've been really good to invite us. So we're going We're going this Thursday. And I loved how she started her message. She said, "Hi Rocco," or should I say Liam? I listened to your first podcast.
Hi Liam.
Yeah.
Love that.
So Liam,
looking forward to that.
Only Craig and Laura call me Liam, or people that I went to school with.
There you go.
Or that
what?
molested me when I was an infant.
Okay. Episode 4.
You've got to trim that out.
Done. Fucking hell.